It's Miss Mitchell here with another day of reading with our Encyclopedia Brown. If you remember from yesterday, today's case is called The Case of the Champion Egg Spinner. Ooh, fancy. So, before we get to our case, I figured I'd introduce you to the real champion egg spinner. Miss Mitchell. Oh yeah, she's in the house with her eggs. That's right. I got plenty in case I need more, but just kidding. I'm not gonna break any. Let's see. All right. So maybe try this at home if your parents are okay with it. You just never know. All right. So here we go. Miss Mitchell, champion egg spinner. All right. Count down for me. 3, 2, 1. You guys couldn't see that, did you? It was a fail. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. That didn't work either. What if I go like this? Ready? Whee! No. What if I do it on its side? Nah. Obviously, Miss Mitchell isn't the champion egg spinner. It's just, nope. It's not my calling in life. Obviously, we all know that teaching maybe is. I'm a little bit better at that than I am at egg spinning. One last time. 3, 2, 1. That one might have been my best one. I don't know. Maybe practice makes perfect. Or maybe if they were hard-boiled, I bet you that would have done the trick. I don't know. But either way, we are going outside today to read. So I'm just going to grab the book real quick and head outside to read because it's a beautiful day outside. Why not? The sun is shining. We have a nice place to sit out here. So might as well go outside and enjoy it. All right. If you have a place to go sit outside too, away from some people, go do it. Enjoy the sunshine. Alrighty, so we are here on the front porch, even though it's not really much of a porch. You see, it's kind of small. But anyways, we're here today, and we are ready to read our next chapter of Encyclopedia Brown. And it's not just our next chapter, it's our last chapter of this book. Luckily, I have 3 more if we want to read more Encyclopedia Brown. But we'll get to that next book in just a minute. So, as I mentioned, today is the case of the champion egg spinner, Miss Mitchell. Oh, the crowd goes wild. Thank you. Nah, just kidding. I'm obviously not the champion egg spinner, so let's read to find out who is. Sound good? Hopefully your detective brains are on. You're thinking like Encyclopedia Brown would be thinking to figure out this case. Here we go. Mr. O'Hara made the biggest and best chocolate ice cream sodas in Idaville. He used a double helping of ice cream in each and every one. Encyclopedia went to Mr. O'Hara's drugstore on hot afternoons. When the detective business began to pay off, he went there on cool afternoons too. But he never thought he would one day solve a case sitting at Mr. O'Hara's soda fountain. People who sat at Mr. O'Hara's counter ordered a soft drink or ice cream. Sometimes they ordered both. Nobody ever brought his own food, but one Sunday, a boy about 12 years old came into the drugstore carrying an egg. He put it on Mr. O'Hara's counter. Encyclopedia was surprised. He had finished his soda, but he sat and watched the boy with the egg. He was even more surprised when the boy spun the egg on the counter. Still practicing? Mr. O'Hara asked the boy. The boy smiled as if he owned the whole world. Just keeping my touch. I've got a big match tomorrow. He gave the eggs another spin. He's good, thought Encyclopedia. He really knows how to spin an egg to keep it going. Unlike me, not very good. The boy ordered a chocolate soda with a triple helping of ice cream. That cost 10 cents extra. Mr. O'Hara made the soda. He placed it before the boy. He did not see the egg spinning toward the glass till it was too late. The egg knocked against the glass and spun away. It dropped out of sight on Mr. O'Hara's side of the counter. Mr. O'Hara looked down. That's the end of your egg. I'm sorry. Forget it, said the boy with a grand wave of his hand. I have to use another egg in the spinning match tomorrow anyway. I'd better sweep up the mess, said Mr. O'Hara. He walked to the back of the drugstore. Encyclopedia left 25 cents on the counter to pay for his soda. As he went out the door, he saw Mr. O'Hara returning with a broom and a dustpan. Encyclopedia rode home slowly on his bicycle. He stopped to look at the stuffed mountain lion Mr. Ekstrom, the taxidermist, had just put in the window of his shop. The boy detective was in no hurry. It was Sunday, and the Brown Detective Agency was closed. As he turned the corner on Rover Avenue, he saw that something was up. Bicycles were parked on the lawn in front of his house. Just about the whole gang was waiting for him at the garage. He made out Jody and Billy Turner, Charlie Stewart, Herb Stein, Pinky Plummer, and Sally. They looked as happy as 6 flat tires. Do you think 6 flat tires are very happy? Probably not. Sally greeted him. The boys need your help, she said. With what? With Eddie Phelan, said Charlie Stewart. His egg beats everything. Who is this Eddie Phelan? Asked Encyclopedia. A human egg beater? Stop being silly, said Sally. Eddie is the champion egg spinner, explained Pinky. He keeps his egg spinning longer than anyone else's. The boys think he does something secret and unfair to win, said Sally. Ah, you fear foul play? Asked Encyclopedia. Be serious, cried Sally. Eddie won everything at the last match. Pinky's glove, Jody's bat, Charlie's hockey stick, Billy's magic set, and Herb's jackknife. There's another match tomorrow, said Jody. Eddie is out to win Charlie's tooth collection. And I just got 2 zebra teeth, groaned Charlie. Mr. Ekstrom gave them to me for delivering Mr. Webster's stuffed sailfish Friday. Said Encyclopedia. I never heard of an egg spinning contest before. Who thought it up? Eddie, said the 5 boys together. I might have known, said Encyclopedia. The boys have been practicing for days, said Sally, but Eddie will walk off with Charlie's tooth collection just the same. And everything else, said Billy. This case smells rotten, said Encyclopedia. Where do you get the eggs? At the supermarket, answered Pinky. All of us go together. How do you know the egg Eddie got at the supermarket will be the one he uses tomorrow? Each boy picks an egg, said Pinky. He marks it with a pencil and gives his egg to another boy. That way we know no one can change an egg before the match. Who marked Eddie's egg? Asked Encyclopedia. I did, said Charlie. I made a double X on it. Tomorrow you'll have to signal to me, said Encyclopedia, before you start spinning. If the egg is the one you marked, raise 1 finger. If it isn't the one, then raise 2 fingers. Got it? Got it, said Charlie. Now, where and when does the match take place? Behind the school at 9 in the morning, said Jody. I'll be there, said Encyclopedia, starting into the house. The boys and Sally felt let down. They had expected Encyclopedia to solve this case right away. Oh, stop worrying, Encyclopedia called to them. I have a pretty good idea why Eddie always wins. The next morning, when Encyclopedia reached the schoolyard, Sally rushed to meet him. She was breathless. I thought you wouldn't get here in time, she said. I couldn't find one of my sneakers, the boy detective said, looking around him. Sure enough, Eddie, the champion, was the boy he had seen in the drugstore. The case of the champion egg spinner is cracked, Encyclopedia said mysteriously. Get it? Cracked. Eddie was smiling as he fingered the floured cookie jar that held Charlie's collection of teeth. Against the teeth, Eddie was putting up a football uniform. It was a better prize than 53 teeth, Pinky's used science kit, Jody's rubber boots, Billy's fishing pole, or even Herb's old telescope. The match is going to start, Sally told Encyclopedia. Charlie and Eddie got down on their knees. The spinning field was a smooth marble slab under the statue of Thomas Edison. Each boy handed the other his egg. Eddie hardly glanced at Charlie's, but Charlie peered at the champion's egg a long time. He turned it over slowly. Then he held up 1 finger. Eddie hadn't changed eggs. He was using the one that Charlie had marked. Ready? Asked Eddie, smiling. Do something fast, Sally whispered to Encyclopedia. Get set, Eddie called. Excuse me, said Encyclopedia. Is this a contest of skill alone? Huh? Said Eddie. Why, of course. Then you won't mind changing eggs, said Encyclopedia. Let Charlie have your egg, and you take his. And there's Charlie peering at the egg. There's the statue of Thomas Edison and all the boys getting ready for the contest. So let Charlie have your egg, and you take his. The boy who spins his egg the longest wins the match. Eddie's smile disappeared as fast as pancakes at Sunday breakfast. His hand closed quickly over his egg. Are you saying someone's cheating? He demanded. Not that it's any of your business, but Charlie knows this is my egg. It's the same one that he marked. Of course it's the same egg, said Encyclopedia, but with one big difference that nobody can see. Ooh, so any ideas? What was the difference? It was the same egg. So what could the difference possibly be? Any hints? I think I might have some. Ooh, I hope you do too. If you do, share it with a friend, a sibling, whoever, a tree. I'm going to talk to this tree right here and tell them my answer. We'll figure it out. Or maybe a squirrel. Maybe a squirrel will come and I can tell the squirrel. But anyways, take a few seconds to talk about it. Figure out what was the main difference and how did Encyclopedia know? How did he figure it out? All right, so I'm going to turn to the solution, give you a few seconds to think about it. So go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bum, bum. Are you guys ready for the solution? Did you figure it out? Did you tell somebody what you think the answer is? We'll see if you are correct. Here we go. Here's the solution to the case of the champion egg spinner. Mr. O'Hara had given Encyclopedia the clue to the mystery. Remember how Eddie's egg had fallen off the counter onto the floor? What had Mr. O'Hara said? Not, I'd better clean up the mess. No, he had said, I'd better sweep up the mess. He had not fetched a towel or mop. He had fetched a broom and a dustpan. So what could the inside of the egg be like? Is it going to be all wet and yolky? Probably not if he's not using a mop. This told Encyclopedia the egg had broken into pieces. He realized that the egg was a hard-boiled one, and a hard-boiled egg will spin longer than an uncooked egg every time. Eddie had to use another uncooked egg against Charlie, and he lost the match. Charlie agreed to give back Eddie's football uniform if he would return the prizes he had won at the earlier matches. The ex-champion returned all of his prizes. Encyclopedia caught him. He used a hard-boiled egg. Were you able to figure that out at home? I had some hints in there. I hope you were able to catch on to the hints as well. If you did, you have a very smart brain and it's thinking today, so nice job. That is our last chapter in this Encyclopedia Brown book, so we are going to switch things up a little bit. I have a collection of choose-your-own adventure stories here. They're all choose-your-owns, kind of like the Goosebumps ones that we were reading before, except these ones you have to be careful about making your choices, otherwise something bad could happen. So here are our 4 choices. We have Space and Beyond. We have Journey Under the Sea. The Abominable Snowman. And The Lost Jewels of Nabuti. Silly name. So, Lost Jewels, Space and Beyond, Journey Under the Sea, Abominable Snowman. Text me, comment, do whatever you want to do. Let me know what of those 4 stories that you would like for us to start reading on Monday. Okay? I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, guys.